Hey everybody, Patty with Get Personal with Patty here, and I'm going to show you my February 12th paycheck here. I am a Paycheck weekly budgeter using the Budget Mom method. This is her box set for February. Without facing the reality of your spending, you will always be left with confusion and regret. Isn't that the truth? And all I can say is you really need to start tracking. I think that's like your first thing. You know, don't worry about the book and filling it in if you don't know how much you're spending. A budget isn't about where to spend your money, but showing a pattern on how you spend your money and then meeting your goals on a weekly or monthly or however many times you get paid. So this is my February 12th budget, which again, I budget per paycheck, which for my funds, it is weekly. Most of my weekly funds goes for all my envelopes, groceries, dining out, etc. And my sinking funds, which are small amounts of money weekly to achieve something larger later on in the year or, you know, whatever comes up. I kind of can explain that a little bit better when we get to it. So something that I do, which I consider paying myself weekly on, is a cushion. I leave a little bit, usually about $20 a week from my paycheck in my checking account. I write it in my checking account as a debit, and I write it in here as a debit in my tracker. As you can see, rollover cushion is $210. That's what I already have in my account. And then I deposited my income this week. And then a couple down, I also do another cushion, which comes out of every weekly paycheck. I try to do at least $20. This week was $23. I don't know why I put 3, but that's okay. So, so I start with my weekly cushion. So I just put it as a rollover cushion so I know how much cushion I have in there weekly. Rollover balance was 92, and then my check this week, which was a little higher than last week's because of overtime, was 467. So because I had extra for overtime this week, I was able to put a little bit more money into different funds, as you'll see. So the first thing I do is, as I stated, was my rollover cushion comes out at 210. Then I put another 23 in cushion for this week. I ordered something online, some specialty groceries, so I have $27 there. And then Valentine's Day cookies to decorate tomorrow was $19, and Walgreens for Gracie's school was $11. And I did have to debit both of those because my goal in February was not to use my debit card from this account. But this, you know, they wanted the payment over the phone, and the Walgreens, I didn't have cash and I had to stop last minute last night. So my envelopes are pretty much the same on a weekly basis. Every once in a while I'll add a new envelope, but it really is the same. What I do is I decide weekly if I'm going to just fund that envelope. I still list them all here. I might not fund them, but I do write it down here. So personally, I took 25. LHHP, which is the girls' dinner that we meet monthly, I still have money in that envelope, so I didn't put any this week, which is like an example of what I just said. Just because you have it in your envelope section doesn't mean that it has to be funded every week. It's really up to you and what your finances are. And last week, if you remember, and you can go back to that video, I didn't have any overtime, and my paycheck was 186, I want to say. That's kind of a big difference. Well, okay, I'm sorry. It was 236. 236. So on some of these here, I didn't put any money in LHHP last week. I didn't put any money in Dine Out, and I didn't put any money in the 100 envelope challenge. So it just really depends on what your needs are and, you know, what money you have. So here we go. House cleaning, I'm going to put 25 in. Grace is on vacation next week, so I'd like to put a little bit of money in an envelope for her and her sitters in case they go out. They just go to Target or something. She likes to get a ball or something. It's no big deal. So I'm going to put $15 in that. Groceries weekly, $60. Dine out, $25. And then extra child care, I'm going to put in $40. Then I have my sinking funds. Sinking funds, again, are investing something small every week into one of my envelopes for something bigger later on. So I had 4 new sinking funds this year that get $5 each, so that's the $20. I'm able to put $53 in my 100 envelope challenge. BJ's, I'm going to put $25 in. Specialty groceries, $25. My word of the month is love. So O is worth $15 this week. And then these are automatic transfers. So it's $25 to Allie, which is my car and house maintenance fund. Christmas 21 is $10, and emergency fund is $25. And then I was able to pay $50 towards my husband's credit card, and I'm going to put $25 into my savings account. And then I never had used this little page before, and now I do use it, and I really do love using it. I put down all the envelopes that I'm depositing cash into. As you can see, my cash is right there. All my cash for this week that I'll be stuffing my envelopes is right here on my desk. I'm not going to show you that part. I'm sure you see a lot of that, but I think the workbook is that's the fun part too, is stuffing it. But certainly just putting in. I like using the little book. So I have groceries for $60, 100 envelope. I have 53. So this lists out all the money that I have to take out of the bank, which is $328, and then the denominations of dollar bills. So I will stuff those envelopes according to this sheet here. And then for money thoughts, I really just put this week, that I did have to debit Valentine's Day because they required it, but that's okay. And I'm still maintaining a cushion and paying down credit, and that's what I want to do. That's my goal this year. So thanks for watching. The only advice I can give you, that I give you weekly, is really start tracking your money, and don't worry about buying the books yet and etc. Really just start tracking and knowing where you're spending your money. That's definitely the first goal. And then that's the quote for the February book this month. It says, without facing the reality of your spending, you will always be left with confusion and regret because you really don't know where it's going. So thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like my video, and have a good weekend.